Hello all, welcome to my channel. My name is Prajakta Bapat. Today onwards in the series of videos we are going to discuss the subject cost accounting. Now cost accounting mainly deals with the cost of a particular product. It helps you to decide the cost as well as sale price of the product. Now those who are manufacturing concerns, for them cost accounting is mostly helpful. Now, there are some transactions which are recorded only in cost accounting, so that are called as cost accounting record, and we have financial accounting transactions as well, that is financial records as well. So, these are two separate set of books. Right. So, how these books of accounts are maintained? So, we are going to discuss that through this chapter, that is non-integrated system of accounting. So there are basically two systems which are either of the system is followed in a manufacturing industry. So in order to keep cost accounting records, we require CMA, that is cost and management accountant, and in order to keep financial records, you require chartered accountant. So sometimes in industry, if it is a small industry, it may not be possible to appoint these two persons and then follow this method separately, right? So in few industries any of the method is followed. So under integrated system, integrated meaning coming together. So if it is a small industry, if it is a small business unit, then they may follow integrated system. Integrated meaning coming together. So both records, financial and costing records, come together and it is recorded under one system itself, under one books itself, right? That is why it is called as integrated. And non-integrated system meaning where two separate books, where it is not integrated, where it is not together, that means it is kept separately. So costing records will not come in financial record. Both books of accounts will have separate sets and their records will be recorded, their transactions will be recorded in the respective books itself. So today we'll be focusing on non-integrated system of cost accounting records. So what is non-integrated system? So it is a system in which cost accounts are kept separately from financial records. Okay, so we will not we will not record any of the financial transactions in cost accounting book. And in today's video, we are going to discuss about costing records itself. Now, what is this ledger control account? So, under non-integrated system, as I am not maintaining any of the financial accounts, I will not be preparing certain accounts. Like I will not prepare any personal account, I will not prepare cash account, I will not prepare bank account. So, the second effect of particular transaction, giving second effect of a particular transaction might be difficult. That's why this cost ledger control account is prepared. Now this will be helpful only in non-integrated system. Okay, and here we will record all the second effects of few transactions. Now this is also called as financial ledger control account, nominal ledger control account, or general ledger adjustment account. Now before we proceed further, we are going to discuss the process. This is a very interesting part of the video. We are going to discuss the process which is followed in a manufacturing industry, right from purchasing of your material till selling it out, and the same process is followed while recording, also while recording those cost transaction into non-integrated books of accounting. So let us start. Now first is material. Now this process is followed according to the cost sheet. Okay, the way we prepare cost sheet. So the first one is material. Now material meaning the raw material which is used for the factories, which is used for the production process, which can be direct material or indirect material. Now let us first understand what is direct and indirect material. Direct material is the material which is used for the production activity directly, which is used for actual production process, and indirect material meaning which is also used in the factory but not for the production process directly. So basically direct material, you can say that I have used 10 rupees material for producing one product, but you cannot say the same way for indirect material. So here we have material, then we have wages in the same way, direct and indirect wages. So the laborers who are working for the actual production process, wages paid to them will be called as direct wages, and the laborers who are working for other purposes in the factory itself, for them wages paid will be called as indirect wages. So for example, a factory supervisor's salary will be recorded under indirect wages. And then we have direct expenses. So the expenses which are incurred for the actual production process are called as direct expenses. So in the initial period when the production starts, at the time direct material, direct wages and direct expenses are put into one account, meaning are put in the production process in the factory. Simultaneously we are recording transactions over here as it works in the production process. So direct material, direct wages and direct expenses all we take together and we put it into one account, that is called as WIP control account, meaning work in process account or work in progress account, right? So this is the account where actual production process starts. So we have put material, we have started working on this production process, laborers are already working, we have spent certain expenses and production process has started. In this WIP control account, your actual production of finished goods starts, right? Meaning conversion of raw material into finished goods. This process starts over here. Now along with that, I am even adding, if you can see on the left hand side, I am adding factory overheads to WIP. So now what are these overheads? Overheads meaning these are indirect expenses. Again, such expenses which are useful, which are necessary in the factory, but then that are not directly related to the production process. So for example, I can say factory rent. This is one of the example of factory overheads. So that is also used for the production process itself, but not directly, but it will be added along with the WIP control account. Now after WIP control account, once the production is ready, once the process is completed, now finished goods are ready with you, right? So it will be transferred from WIP to finished goods. Now here I am putting all the material, all the finished goods ready. So it is actually like you are transferring goods from the factory to your warehouse. Okay, so that is finished goods control account. So here ready goods are kept in this account, and along with that there are, if you can see on the left hand side, I am adding administration expenses. So administration expenses meaning when while this process is going on, we have certain back office people, employees who are working for the uh, recording of these transactions. So we have certain expenses like salary paid to them, then computer repairs, laptop repairs, audit fees, legal expenses, taxes, stationery, postage and telegrams. So such expenses are recorded in the administrative overheads. So that are added to the finished goods control account. Now balance of this finished goods control account is transferred to cost of sale. Now what is cost of sale? So here I determine the total cost. Here I gather the total cost of material to be sold out. I mean finished goods to be sold out. So here I can say cost of sale is like the total cost of a product, and I'm adding here selling and distribution overhead. So if you see till now, whatever expenses we spent, I have added all the expenses. So cost of sale includes all the other expenses which I have spent from the initial time. So selling and distribution expenses are like the efforts which you take to sell the product. Okay, for example, commission of the salesman, salary of the salesman, then advertising expenses, promotion expenses, depreciation of delivery van, such expenses are recorded here. So you will get cost of sale, that is total cost, which you will transfer to costing profit and loss account. And if you see on the debit side, I am transferring sales amount also in here. So in non-integrated accounting, we will not be following financial procedure, right? So I'm not preparing any more sales account. So what I'll be doing is I will be writing costing profit and loss account में every detail. Like one side you will have cost, that is which has been transferred from cost of sale, and one side I'll be writing the amount of sales. So you will directly get costing profit and loss account mein. The balance of costing profit and loss account will be your profit or loss, because one side I'm writing cost, one side I'm writing sales. Next is cost ledger, last one is cost ledger control account. So whatever is your profit and loss, that will be transferred to cost ledger control account, and then you will have balance of this cost ledger control account. So this is the procedure which is followed in non-integrated system, and simultaneously this process is actually followed in the factories as well while goods are produced. Now coming to the accounting point of view, the same procedure has to be followed, because in non-integrated system, in the exams or in the sums, they ask you to prepare ledger accounts. Okay, so how we are going to prepare the ledger account? What will be the series? Because if you see here, material direct, I'm transferring to WIP. If you see these arrows, direct wages are transferred to WIP, direct expenses are transferred to WIP, factory overheads are also transferred to WIP, then WIP is going to finished goods. Along with that, administrative overheads are going to finished goods. So this is the procedure which I have to follow. So I have made the next slide for series of accounts, meaning what will be the series of closing of ledgers. So see, this is the series which is been taken with the help of this diagram itself. First is stores ledger control account. So that is your material, nothing but material. Then wages control account, that is your wages account. Direct expenses, we don't have any account, it will be directly transferred to WIP. So first I'll be preparing material account, second I'll be preparing wages account, third is factory overheads, because that also has to be transferred to WIP. All three together will be closed and transferred to WIP. So fourth account will be WIP account. Balance of this WIP has to be transferred to finished goods, but along with that I have to transfer administration overheads as well. So fifth account will be administration overheads. Then both balances, WIP balance and administrative balance, I have to transfer to finished goods. So finished goods will be sixth one. If you see the diagram again, finished goods has to be transferred to cost of sale, and selling and distribution also has to be transferred to cost of sale. So both I have made, and after that I have prepared cost of sale account. Now cost of sale will be transferred to costing P&L. So ninth is costing P&L. Last one, costing P&L का balance has to be transferred to cost ledger. So 10th account is cost ledger account. So under non-integrated system, as we are not following financial procedure, we are not preparing any extra accounts. So we have maximum 10 accounts, these 10 accounts to be prepared, and it may get reduced if you don't have administration overheads. This account can be avoided. If you don't have sale and distribution, this account can be avoided likewise, but remaining all accounts are mandatory. So this is the series. I hope you have got the idea of how what is non-integrated system and how it works. So thank you for the for watching this video, and in the next video we are going to discuss about all the adjustments which are done in the non-integrated system of accounting.